counseling on the University of New Mexico. I have counseled students, and I have been teaching the last 5 semesters as a graduate teaching assistant on campus, basic nutrition and food science. I am very interested in combining healthful eating, exercise, and nutrition. And I have spent the summer in finishing off a second paper that will be published on aging, nutrition, and exercise. So my focus today is on stress and how it affects your job search, and what exercise and what good nutrition can do to mitigate that stress and also to give you a more healthy life. What is aging? Unfortunately, the bad news is we're all going to age. The good news is join your fellow compadre, join your fellow colleague, because we're all in the same boat. We're all going to age, okay? Aging is universal to all of us. You know, flies are days. Human beings, as I said earlier, our lifespan is 125 years. Our expectancy is down around the 70s. Purpose of fats, cushioning for the body, okay? We need fat in our bodies. It cushions, it protects our visceral organs. It protects our gut here. It protects our stomach, our intestines, our spleen, our kidneys, okay, all the important organs. It protects our heart. It's a stored energy source, okay? It's stored subcutaneously, right underneath, and it's stored in the organs. It's stored in our gut. It enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins need fat for proper absorption, okay? And again, it's like throwing money down the toilet. If you don't have fat with your meal, you do need to eat some fat. Now, what kinds? Unsaturated. Everybody's heard of MUFAs and PUFAs and the Mediterranean diet and what is it, the TLC, Therapeutic Lifestyles Change Diet, and the DASH diet, dietary approaches to stopping hypertension. Those are all healthy diets. They contain really good levels of unsaturated, monounsaturated fatty acids. You've heard of MUFAs. PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids. Olive oil, right? Mediterranean diet is really, really high in fat, 40%. However, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, lean protein, zero trans fats. On my pyramid and the USDA doesn't say no trans fats. I'm saying no trans fats, and here's why. Saturated fat will go ahead and increase your LDL cholesterol. Think of LDL as being lousy. Lousy cholesterol. You don't want those numbers high, okay? They need to be 100 or below. 100 milligrams per deciliter of blood when they draw your blood, and they do all this other stuff with it, and they centrifuge it. Trans fats not only will increase your lousy LDL cholesterol, which you need to keep low, but they will decrease your happy HDL. Think of HDL as being happy. This is Celeste's theorem. Antioxidants, anthocyanins, zeaxanthins, polyphenols, tannins, all these buzzwords that you guys are hearing, replete through, you know, resveratrol and red wine, caffeine, all this stuff that you're hearing. Those things, for the most part, were not discovered until 20 years ago, okay? They took the things apart and they figured, oh, if we try to dump this in at these high doses, what will happen to the rats and the mice and all these other things? And then they go, oh, they're actually good for us. Okay, so my contention is, within an orange, what else is in there that we don't know about? Okay, what else? It's common sense. What else is in that orange that we don't know about? Okay, routine physical activity, cardiorespiratory, 20 to 30 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. I would recommend most days of the week. Moderate intensity. American College of Sports Medicine, ACSM, has the specific definition for what they mean by moderately to vigorously intense. Muscle strength, muscle endurance, at least twice per week. More is better. Give yourself alternating days so you allow for protein rebuilding, okay, because our muscles do tear from wear. At least twice a week, 10 to 15 reps, 8 to 10 exercises. Look at your food. You know, whether you believe in a higher power or not, look at the majesty, look at the beauty, look at the perfection of that food. and realize that you are still very fortunate in this country to be able to have this bounty. Okay? Just remember that you've got bounty out there in your plate. And then you're fired. Where's your identity? Your identity is in here. Okay? Your identity is in here. Again, go back to your interests, your skills, and your talents. Go back to self-value. Go back to changing the mental tapes. Again, choose to eat every color of the rainbow every 7 to 10 days. Eat it all. Eat the best. Please, eat the best that you can. And savor the experience. Savor the experience. See it, taste it, feel it, smell it. You might even be able to hear it. If it's a radish, you can probably hear it. Enjoy a sport. Develop new physical skills in that sport. Okay? You're going to feel so much better.